Hell, we're having another podcast today, and this time we're gonna see what the results are for the Splatfest. I have not been spoiled, so please don't tell me. I hope you all are doing well, but as you saw in my announcements, yes, we'll be doing a lot of streaming this week. Help me. But anyways, um, let's see what it is. By the way, I will be doing more than just this. I will be playing some of the game, just talking about the game, like the history of this game and that. Okay. Wait, what the? Okay. What the? Oh, that was on. Okay. Results. Here we go. Of course. Yep, of course. Callie and Marie won. Wish. You know. Nice. Of what could be. Look. You big salty. Orphans, you know. Dolphins, really? Before. As stick together. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the results. I was not expecting Team Pass to win, but it should be expected too. I mean, when you think about it, it's Callie and Marie. Hello, Zippy. I'm gonna get my normal shirt. Much better. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna be mainly talking about, like, the story, how this game just turned to the way it was, pretty much beginning to end. As usual, like, this game did come out at 2012, I believe. But from what I can say is, that was definitely the best Splatfest I've been to. I'm just gonna be playing some normal matches. Yeah. But if there's something you want to talk about, like, what were your thoughts on Splatoon 3? Like, what were your favorite memories of this game? Since this game is over now because of the last Splatfest, so feel free to say anything. Yeah. But, like I said, it was really surprising to see this game because, to be honest, I thought we would have gotten a I thought we got Splatoon 3 when the next console comes out, not like somewhere in Switch's time. But I guess Nintendo doesn't serve that game like Mario Kart and Smash. Which, that's actually kind of fine. Even though this game had a shorter lifespan than 2. Lifespan than 2. It's understandable because we are close to the Switch's dying. We are at the Switch dying year. Now, compared to the other 2 games, I will say this is the best Splatoon game. It does most stuff right. I do have problems with it, but I will say this. The problems can be at best. Yeah, Octo expansion was definitely good. To be honest, the story mode in 3s, I liked it. But I will say Octo expansion had a better way of difficulty. Like, 3s felt like it was just easy until the final moments. It never felt like you gradually went going up to the game. Yeah, I will say this, it had really good boss fights. So much better than 1 and 2. Like, gosh dang, they went good with bosses with this game. Now, the DLC for this game, I was disappointed about the first wave. It was just like, okay, we get a hub, that's it. Like, really? But Side Order, oh, that was good. Yep. By the way, if you're wondering about the big stream schedule for this week, just go over to my channel community section or my Discord or Facebook and or Twitter, because that will be one of the most. It'll be one of the most recently things I posted. Also, since Team Cast won, what does this tell us about the 4th game? Like, what is it gonna follow? That's my question. Because Team Chaos kind of like set the theme for this one. But in a whole, I feel like this game is the best game in the series. I feel like Splatoon is just going to become one of those game series where it just gets better every time it has a new entry. Yeah, Splatoon 1's soundtrack is really good. Okay. Why is it not letting me save? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it. Hello!
Yeah, sorry.
Ah, I see. Forgot you have more range than me.
Huh?
I don't like the color difference very much. Lime and purple do not go well together. What?
Yeah, duh. Like, no offense to the people who actually like those colors, but seriously, they don't look good together whatsoever.
Dang it.
So, what you doing right now?
Just playing the game. By the way, we're just talking about, like, our thoughts on Splatoon 3, how it's moved on.
Yeah, I really genuinely feel like the time for this, like at least the upload all that, it kind of seems like it's just coming to a halt. Like it kind of is kind of like the game is ran its course, even though it had probably the second shortest one.
Actually, no. Didn't Splatoon 1 have a longer run?
I genuinely don't know. I think because I think it released in 2015 and then it ended in 2017.
Yeah. I love how Splatoon is the only franchise that has good internet for Nintendo Switch Online. Well, it really does depend on your connection too, but yeah.
Yeah, more often than not, you won't experience that many like hiccups in your your connections.
Most of the time, I feel like it's due to the person itself, not like past Nintendo Switch games. Yes, online was awful, but now I think it's way better because I'm pretty sure they switched stuff, didn't they?
I don't know actually, but I remember especially when the Switch was newer, I feel like Mario Kart was really never that much of a problem.
Yeah, I don't. Mario Kart wasn't that much of a problem. Sure, stuff was weird in that game on the internet, but still.
Yeah, they do have problems with it does have its problems. Say the fact that most of the time it won't understand the game won't process where your placement is. So let's say in one screen, in your score and
Yeah.
you are in first, but the blue shell goes for the person in second. The other player's swing might not have processed that you were in first. They might have only processed if the players take second, third, fourth, first, second, and third.
Yeah. But really, the online is actually really good in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But, one, we know Splatoon 4 is probably going to be better. I mean, they balance stuff way better in this game than the other two games.
Yeah, definitely.
Like...
They even make stuff in this game, too. Better than it was before. Because in the earlier stages of Splatoon 3, when it was still somewhat new, there was just a massive, kind of glitch where you could just go into the broadcasting room with, the camera bot.
Yeah.
I used to pull it off, so often. It was yeah, and also, at the end, this is last that, around before it ended, it was so cool to see, all the different idols and, the different,
Yeah.
Stages.
Yeah, I really love the idols' outfits in this one. Those are, the best outfits we've seen them in.
Yeah. But that's also the biggest thing, it's not only, does it, kind of give, an interesting world building sense of, these people have different idols that they, love, but it also kind of makes it feel
Yeah.
They're giving kind of a, well, at least for, Pearl and Marina's sake, because I don't know what they're doing, what they'll be doing with their characters, but it kind of feels like they're giving a
My question is, what the heck are they gonna do with Shiver and uh, Fry and Big Man? Because like, we're definitely gonna see Pearl and Marie a lot. They're in the DLC stuff a lot, so I doubt we're gonna miss them. Callie and Marie, they're gonna show them off like they're like, okay, show. They're gonna be in the main story mode, no matter what. But
yeah, because it's like they're the first idols, and it's like, and there are still active fan bases for those two.
yeah, but it's Shiver and Fry and Big Man is interesting because they were first villains, but it's an interesting case because there's 3 of them, and I forgot, didn't they become part of the helpers?
Yeah, I think they became helpers around the end of the main story.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't think they were entirely villains. I think they were more just kind of like slight antagonists.
Yeah.
Trying to like.
I will say this: their boss fights were some of the best in the series, though. Gosh dang.
Yeah.
They.
Yeah, and then in terms of like the performances I was talking about earlier, it feels like especially for like Callie and Marie, because it's like, other than the main story,
I noticed that you only read the 4th most recent comment. No, that's not how it is. It's just we have so much stuff to talk about. It kind of gets hard to keep track.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure with Cosme and Marie, other than like that one, other than the ending song, like, wasn't their last technically like live performance, and I think like Splatoon 1, because I don't think they had one in Splatoon 2 unless they were in like the final Splatfest for that game.
Yeah, no, they weren't in the final Splatfest. I think they were just enjoying it.
Okay, then yeah, so they then have like, so as far as I'm aware, at least, like correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure like their last live performance, other than like I said, the annual Splatoon 3 was their final showdown in Splatoon 1.
Yeah.
Pearl and Marina, like, they haven't been gone for too long, so...
I don't imagine them getting rid of Pearl and Marina, especially Marina. Nintendo knows what they're doing with her. I'm sorry, there's no way they're like, yeah, she's the hot one, we're gonna milk her. Like, I mean, look at her outfit in the Splatfest. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing about Marina is she got the, you know, the big... I mean, a lot of pop stars are like that, so it's kind of normal. It's a norm.
Especially in like the early 2000s, like literally, they would have pop stars, like they'd have female pop stars,
yeah,
like Beyonce, and like bikini tops and like cargo pants.
Yeah, that was just a thing with them. But I will say this, gosh dang, Splatoon 3's story mode kind of disappointed me. The story was good. It's just the difficulty just did not feel right.
Yeah, like it didn't feel as kind of like challenging as Splatoon.
No. What I mean is, it was challenging, but only at the ending parts. It never felt like it had a middle part. It only had beginning to middle to final. That's what it felt like. Because the middle part just felt like the same easy stuff. I mean, there were some tough things, but nothing to really peculiarly catch my interest in, like, yeah, this is significantly getting better difficulty. It that's where I put Octo Expansion over it, because it just did a better job with difficulty.
Yeah, like, with Octo Expansion, and the thing is, too, is with that game, like, you could literally, you could basically, like, while you basically had to do all of them at some point, like, you could basically go from, like, an easy level to, like, a very difficult level in this, like, if you ever so choose.
Yeah, because that game was, like, really open.
Yeah, it was open-ended, but you still had to do, but, like, it was still kind of...
Sure,
linear,
Splatoon 3 story mode is open-ended, but I feel like Octo Expansion did that way better.
Yeah, plus, if you don't have enough, if you don't have enough of, like, the MacGuffins to, like, really progress, then you're going back and backtracking.
Yeah. Now I will say this. Gosh dang. Side Order is amazing. I'm sorry. It's good. It's good. It's a short roguelike, but I'm fine with that. One, here's the thing. If people are saying it's a bad roguelike because it's short, okay, here's the thing. It's a mode. It's not the main game. Of course, it's not going to be like the main... It's not going to be an extremely long thing. If you're making that as a mode, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it's basically kind of like... It's kind of like if you were to say, like, complain about, like, one card being not being that difficult or not being that complex. Like,
Well, okay, one, I would like that difficult and complex. But I don't think that's a really bad thing, because, when we're playing Splatoon, what do we think about? We think about playing the stick and gun game. We don't think about playing Pokemon card game. And I've only played it once.
I think I've played it, like, maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's like, because I know that there are some people who actually, like, kind of enjoy playing the table.
Which, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
But like you said with Side Order, it's only just, like, a minor side of, like, it's not, it's only, like, it's actually very exciting.
Yeah.
It's only kind of a mini game.
It's not like where with Kirby, it's mainly story and modes. It's about story and modes. And yes, there's Salmon Run where it's a bigger one, which, one, I'm glad they made Salmon Run way better and bigger. But the difference between Kirby is Kirby felt like it was... It's taking place from Superstar, where multiple modes are like their own thing. But Splatoon 3 don't do that.
It's popular enough, especially in, like, the 3DS era. If a side mode was special enough, you would get, like, its own kind of short game in and of itself.
Yeah.
Because didn't one of those, like, DDD minigames get an entire, like, short...
Yes! I wished I would get another game! The Deity one is a good rhythm game.
Yeah, like, that, I wish more, like, even just in other games that aren't Kirby, like, I wish if they had, like, a really good side mode, that they would, like, expand upon it more.
Like...
And also, like, it's shown that it was, like, in Kirby, that, like, smaller type of like.
That works better with Kirby because the thing is, you might think a Kirby game is long. It's long to 100% it. Being the main story is not that long.
Yeah.
Like,
also,
it is the most.
With Kirby.
But that's always been Kirby. So putting more stuff there, that's why they need to add more to those other modes, is because there's a lot. Because, one, Kirby's very quickly to beat. You could beat it in one day if you wanted. But the thing with Splatoon is it's a gun game. It's meant to play like daily and stuff, so it has a bunch of content already.
Yeah, it's basically because with Splatoon, until like the online server shut down, there are basically endless possibilities of what you could do. Heck, even with the online servers down, you could, and if you enjoy like replaying story mode.
Yeah, and by the way, that's just how a gun game works. That's just how these games work. Like, that's just how these type of franchises work. They work in a way where they might have small different types of modes, but they're not going to do much. It's more about the main gameplay.
Yeah, as I was saying with like the whole mini modes, like with the Kirby stuff, it is shown that like they can have like smaller scale games work, like and make a profit out of it, because it's like with Kirby's Dream Buffet, like that's basically kind of like
Kirby's Dream Buffet is like one single mode, and I think that's what took people off of it. But I understand why they made it. It was pretty much just... It was made for a celebration. But besides Kirby, the Side Order just is really good. Seriously, recommend playing it. It's really fun.
Yeah, but like, but as I was saying, like it's like they can make pretty good like side modes into games that people will buy. Like yeah, there's no need for everybody, but there is an audience. But there will be an audience there that will that will kind of like that will kind of like eat that up.
Yeah, but what I really liked about side mode is it's just a fun thing to play. That's what a roguelike is supposed to be. It's just fun to go through. That's what a roguelike is supposed to be. It's supposed to be something you could just play. Like, they're meant to just be played. Like, that's what a roguelike is about. And being intensely hard, in which Side Order is. Oh, Side Order is definitely hard.
I guess they kind of made Side Order hard to make up for the fact that the story, like the main story was so easy.
That shouldn't be an excuse, though. I mean, the final boss was probably the best thing, but can we start getting different boss music, final boss music, besides incarnation? Like, come on. There's only so many times you can milk a song until it gets annoying. No, not saying it's bad. It's just like they just used it again. Like, really? Yeah, that's why, like, seriously, Octo Expansion showed how much you should do a Splatoon story mode. Yet, somehow they still messed that up. Well, not like messed it up, they just made it better than the second one. The second one's story mode is pretty much just the first game, but eh.
Yeah, it's basically like yeah, it has its moments, but Splatoon's story mode is kind of just a rehash of one.
It's like a modded version of it, pretty much. Now, Splatoon 3's, it feels like a new it feels like a new story mode. It feels like it improved and stuff.
Yeah, like especially like when the beginning of it in the trailer, yeah, it does just feel like rehash of
But that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the original thing there. That's what it's trying to represent. Yeah, then it becomes more open. Also, please let us have little buddy still. I don't want him to leave. I want my little boy. And let me use him in battle in the actual game. I want to kill people with that salmon. Yeah. Also, to be honest, you know what they should do in the next game? I feel like make apartments. No. You know why I say that? Team apartments. You can make an apartment where you invite your friends in, and you can, like, this is where you plan out your stuff. Like, that would be cool. Heck, that would make, that would...
And, like, leaving your room from like, your supposed apartment.
Yeah, like, apartments would be a really good idea. Heck, I would love it if that was just, like, where you first spawn in the game. Like, you first spawn in your apartment and you're able to design it however you want.
Yeah, but let's just hope they don't go the route of, like, you having to actually, like, it takes just, like, your money away from you for, like, rent and all that. Like,
I don't think they're gonna do that. I think the only thing money is gonna do for apartments is buying furniture and stuff. That's it.
Yeah, honestly, no, but knowing Nintendo, they might pull something down like that.
Or knowing Nintendo, they're gonna do the opposite. That seriously, Nintendo's the most non-predictable company there is. They either do something really crazy good, or they do something that makes you confused. Why they did it.
The one thing for certain, when it comes to Nintendo, there's always going to be DLC.
I hope there's DLC for the new Mario Party. Put Captain Syrup in, cowards.
I know, but like, just one of the games that that I feel like really just was improved with
DLC?
DLC, and it honestly feels like why they didn't do this in the first place is Mario Strikers Battle League.
Oh, that stuff should have been there in the first place. Why were we getting DLC characters that were in the first two games? As a base roster. Why was Rosalina there before Daisy? I kinda understand Pauline being DLC, but... Let's go! I have some skills, baby. Nope. People, I'm not stupid. Also, can we put Flood as a weapon? Seriously, that is like the most genius thing they could do. Please. I just want to kill someone with the Flood pack. Seriously, how would that not work for Splatoon? You could even hover with it.
What'd you say? My phone died.
Oh. Imagine having Flood in the game. As a weapon. No, it shoots ink instead of water.
Yeah, but like literally, but and cannon, inklings and underlings can't survive in water.
Yet they evolved from squid still does not make sense, but okay.
Yeah, that honestly does not make sense. But yeah, actually, for example, like my game guide with like Mario Strikers, like partners I call like they make sense. Like she makes sense if she wasn't in the games before, but like not having Daisy as a base roster character.
Also, I really don't like the idea. Hey, let's take out the partner type characters. Look, that's what made them unique. What? Why take that out?
Yeah, like that's the thing. That's also the main thing I really hated. Is when just these content characters like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, all that, it just makes them irrelevant.
Yeah,
You wanna know something else I really don't like about that? Like the finale is they literally took out the sass and like
yeah. But man, the animation was so good in that game. That's like one of the best things about the game. Its animation is top notch. I mean, it's next level games. Expect really good animation.
But I feel like especially characters like Peach, that she's really lost her sassiness in
No, she lost herself being the naughty princess.
Yeah, and also just Daisy, like she just kind of lost her tough girl personality from that game. Really, like literally, she did that whole like where she licked her
Yeah.
finger. And
Waluigi's not inappropriate anymore if it hurts. I love his dissing on people. That's the one time where I'm like, okay, yes, Waluigi deserves to be here. Because that is such a Waluigi thing.
Like going off with Daisy, I really miss when like she had that whole like thing where she put her arm up on her hand and it was like literally,
What?
and it was like it was smoke coming out of it.
One, the reason I feel like they did that is because, remember, today's standards are not the same as old standards. I mean, you think they're gonna allow that Waluigi thing in a kid's game now?
Yeah, but I feel like they could have at least like kept some of like a little bit of the personality. Like I still want, I'm
Yeah.
like Diva Peach is so iconic.
Yeah. And it was gonna be interesting to see what they would do with Rosalina, but we never got that.
Yeah, we never got that till the third game. I feel like, honestly, I feel like with Rosalina, like they literally could have just, like they literally could have done something like similar was a she was a literal brat.
Yeah.
Kind of like the whole, kind of like a Britney Spears-esque
Yeah.
kind of thing, where it's like.
Also, Luigi doesn't speak Spanish anymore for some reason.
Yeah. And also.
Bowser's not even that threatening in the game. He doesn't feel threatening.
Yeah, I feel like didn't he? I don't know if he had it in the original, but I know in Charge, like, he literally had, I want to say, about 7-inch claws.
He has that as a reference in one of the. Also, that was another thing. The suits, I like the idea. I just think they could have done better. I mean, they didn't even have armor in the GameCube ones.
Yeah, and it just kind of, and it was just kind of put into question of, like, why Peach was wearing those outfits in the first place, because they were way too revealing.
I think that was the point.
I know, but, like, still, even for, like, 2000s standards, that was still kind of revealing.
Yeah, but that's what made the Mario Striker series so interesting, because it was on a way different take on Mario. It was a mean, gritty like Mario for children. Like, yeah, I mean, seriously, Peach acted like she acted with sass, but she acted with something else that I would say is not an okie dokie in a kid's game. Like, she was kind of, you know. But besides that, can we go back to Splatoon, what this is about?
Although the outfits for Peach and Daisy especially were revealing, I honestly miss that kind of aspect of it, because it's not, it's kind of like a traditional soccer uniform, and just, like, twisting it to be, like, a modern edge.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that, like, they all had their own, like, colored ways. Like,
I miss their team symbols, because there were so many cool team symbols in Charge.
Yeah, and also I really like the kind of stray from their normal, like, imagery. Like, because with Peach, like, she literally used, like, cameras as, like, her, like...
That's literally her special thing in the game.
Yeah, like, it literally really put it...
I wonder if that's what gave them the idea of Rabbid Peach's personality.
Maybe. But yeah, it literally kind of made Peach feel way more like a defense. Like, she was always kind of, like, ready for the close-up.
Also, she really liked showing her butt for some reason in that game.
Yeah, and also, you know something that I still find pretty interesting about Charge?
What?
Is that when, like, Daisy just, it's like, in one of Daisy's losing animations, like, where she just taps her foot at her, like, at the teammates. I wonder what makes them so scared about it, because we only see her foot tap her so much.
She's about to murder you. I mean, Daisy's scary in general. She's a tough princess. She's not your normal princess in distress. She's like the tough girl of the Mario characters. But anyways, back on Splatoon, like we're supposed to talk about. You know it'd be nice.
What?
I would just like to see some more different range modes and all that. Like, please. We only have Clamblitz as a new one. Hey, Jeremiah. Also, please bring an Infinity Salmon Run mode. This was an idea that me and my friend me and Galaxy came up with. Pretty much it's like, okay, so think of Salmon Run, right? It's just a normal game of Salmon Run, except like you still get timed out, but it never ends. Unless you get timed out or stuff. And the randoms are just super randomized. They're never like particular ones.
But yeah, of all the game modes they had to bring back, why the heck did they bring back Clam Blitz?
I understand why they made it a little more tolerable, but still. I'm glad it's here because we have more modes, but what I don't like is, hey, we now have these challenger things. By the way, like in the previous game, it's limited like Salmon Run. Why? Why? Why do you... If that's going to become a norm in Splatoon, that's going to be annoying. It's like, hey, we put in a new mode, but you have to wait until it's open. Like, why? Why would you do that? Just let us play the mode!
That's the thing with Nintendo these days. They never make a fully finished game.
I wouldn't say that. I would say... No, here's the thing. That's the sports games. Splatoon 3 felt like a finished game. And so did Smash Bros. Ultimate. It has a bunch of stuff. Like, Nintendo has made games that have full stuff. It's just the sport games haven't been really feeling like that.
Yeah, and it sucks, because it's like...
The sport games used to not be like that. They used to have a crud ton of content. Yeah. Well, I feel like... I just hope, if we get another Mario Sluggers, don't you dare take away the expansive roster. That is why that series is famous. Also, not only that, how are you gonna do a baseball game without that many characters? That's not gonna make sense. No, I think Pauline's fine in any game. I mean...
I know, I'm just saying, because it just feels like she's just being milked too much.
I understand because Odyssey was a big thing, but do remember, she is one of the reasons Mario came to existence also. Because she was in the first Mario game.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, Donkey Kong is the first Mario game. It's not Super Mario Bros. It's not the one in the arcades. It is literally Donkey Kong. That is what started Mario. He was just called a different name. Just like Mickey Mouse, how he was called Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, but also I feel like, I mean, while yes, it is, while yeah, she technically was one of the first, characters in Mario.
She was the first girl in distress, though. I mean, they didn't do that with Rosalina, so I doubt they're gonna do that with Pauline. I mean, she's the new, like, people, like, fanboy, like, have the hots for. Like, it's just gonna happen. I'm just hoping Captain Syrup gets that treatment because, hello, it would be nice to see that classic character come back. Like you've been returning all these others.
Wait, which classic character?
Captain Syrup, I mean, for crying out loud.
Oh yeah! Yeah, honestly, like, even though I'm not that big of a fan of, like, the Wario games, like, I would like to see more characters from that series come back.
And here's the thing, Nintendo remembers Wario Land. They have it on Switch Online. They have a soundtrack on Smash Bros. For one song. Why? Why just one? Why one? Bruh. And it's on Shake It, of all things. Not that Shake It is a bad game, it's just like, what? Why not any remixes? What the heck? Like,
That honestly kind of just, cause I talked about this with a friend once, where it just feels like whenever Nintendo makes a track based on Wario, they never do anything. Like, they hardly ever do anything with it again. There's only two of his 5 tracks have ever gotten played. And
yeah.
those were, the DS, Wario Stadium.
But that's Mario Kart, that's the thing.
Yeah, but it just feels like in general, like, Wario just does not seem to get that much love.
Yeah, when, by the way, his games have been praised better than Mario. And yes, they didn't sell as well, but the thing is, they've been praised better. So it's like, even though you're not getting as much money, it's a good little small game you could put out there. I mean, it's the same thing like Mario Party or DK. I mean,
Yeah.
those don't make as much money, but yet they still do them.
Yeah, but then again, I think with Mario Party, the thing with that series is it's kind of just like, it's kind of just, a game that you can kind of just throw, like, that you can kind of just suggest that, like, a family gathering or whatever, and for, like, to entertain the kids and whatnot. Or have it just as a party game.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, with Wario Land, it's a unique spin on Mario platforming, because you know what Wario Land is pretty much? Think of Mario platformers, but it's the complete utter opposite, like Wario. Literally, it's a slow-paced game, unlike Mario where it's fast-paced. It's more about collecting things than just getting to the end like Mario. And yes, I know they're starting to make you collect more in Mario, but still the basis is get to the finish goal. That's always the basis for Mario. Wario, it's always like search every nook and cranny.
Yeah, but I feel like Wario is technically like a staple character in the franchise since his debut. It kind of just feels like Nintendo just does not give him the love that he deserves.
I mean, okay, if you're not gonna make another Wario Land, at least put Captain Syrup in spin-offs. At least show some love to the series besides just many things to it. Because it feels like it's just disrespectful to the series that people love.
Yeah.
But anyways, back on Splatoon. I would really... Okay, what do you think of Side Order, but if it was a team-based game?
Honestly, I feel like that would be very interesting. Because you have to be, because it's basically, like, mind you, I haven't played it, so, like, my opinion doesn't really, and, like, my opinion, like,
Yeah, I know.
But I feel like it's kind of fun. Like, you have to strategize on what you have to do.
Yeah, but would each player get their different equipment, or would they all get the same equipment? Well, actually, no. They would all have different weapons, so they would probably have different. They could probably choose their own thing.
Yeah, and also with it, it's like, I guess the one negative towards it, or like the one thing that people might not like about it, is the fact that if you're playing with people who aren't very cooperative, they can easily screw you over.
That's most of the modes. That's not gonna be any different. Like, that will not be any different compared to the other modes. I think we would be fine. Plus, I think it just give a... Because, like, Side Order was good, but how do you improve it? Add the main thing of Splatoon. Give it the, you know, the online multiplayer crud. But, as a team-based game. And plus, that means they could make bosses specifically for multiplayer, which we have not seen that in Splatoon. That would be interesting to see. Just don't have that mode locked to a specific time you can play it. Because if a roguelike is that, that's stupid. Like, that is dumb to do with roguelike.
Yeah.
Because those games are meant to be get on, get on, get on, get off, get on, get on. Like, you're supposed to be able to just play them whenever you want. You know, it would be a cool weapon for Splatoon.
What?
Scissors. No, 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 no. Hear me, hear me. Is basically the Splatana, but dual wielding. But the charge, you just... Yeah, that's what the charge is. It's just a normal scissor slice. But the normal move is literally just slashing the two parts. Also, I'd like to see a melee-based weapon, like, you punch the people. I actually came up with that, like, you can wall jump and all that, like, parkour and crud. I'm just thinking that would be a cool ability, and it fits Splatoon.
Yeah.
Then there's also the bomb shooter, that just shoots the same bomb you have as your sub-weapon, except it just shoots it like a cannon. Well, it wouldn't do all bombs, sub-weapons, because, well, duh. Not all sub-weapons can be thrown. What would you like to see for a new weapon, though?
I really don't know.
I just hope in Splatoon 4 we actually get a good amount of the new weapons, because that was a disappointing part of this game. They showed 2 new weapon types, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, there's barely any versions of them. Like, what? Like, I understand at the first part of the game, like, there wasn't that many of them, because they were new. But, like, over the time of the game, we never got, like, a single new one. Until, like, one of the final updates. It's like, what? Like, doesn't it sound off?
Yeah, that does.
It feels like they were like plop these weapons and never deal with them again until we like are almost over with the game. It's like, what? Why?
Yeah.
I'm glad they put the the super scope in this game because I like it.
Yeah. Also, I think I'm gonna head off now. It's
Yeah.
getting kind of late.
You know it'd be a good weapon though? Put the
What?
stupid Super Nintendo glove controller.
No, that'd be good. That'd be like a good super weapon.
Punch! You're literally one punch, man. Or Rob as a special. You place down Rob, he just shoots lasers or spins tops everywhere.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I would like to see Rob more. Can you make him a Labo, please? That would be a cool Labo if they ever get back to it.
Yeah. Alright, I'm heading out now.
See you later. Then.
Yeah.
Why? By the way, what are your hopes of Splatoon 4 and what did you like about Splatoon 3, people? We still want to hear your stuff. We've been looking at chat. Not today. Ugh. Still gone. Come on. Let's go. Okay, this will probably be the last match. Still gotcha. Sucker! I'm actually pretty good with this weapon. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Okay. Time for outro. Well, everyone, that is the end of this stream. Thank you for joining the podcast, everyone. And also, write down in the comments if you want to say anything since this podcast is over. But, anyways, thank you, Simon, for joining the podcast. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you next time tomorrow for Mario Party. We'll see you later. Have an amazing You're in. God bless you.